thank you for joining, all three of you. You have some hand mics here available. It's great to have this conversation with you. And I just had some delicious Daman tea. But Erica, the brand is famous, but I would like, nevertheless, to have you say a few words about who you are and what you're doing.
About Daman Frères.
It should work. It should work.
Yes, okay. So, Daman Frères is a French company. We are located near Paris, and it's also a historical company. We were born in 1692, so a long, long time ago. So nevertheless, we accumulated a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge about teas and herbal plants. So our job is to import directly from producing countries our teas and our plants, and then we import them in France, and we clean them, we create blends, and then we pack them, and then we resell them all over the world. So right now we are an international brand. We are in more than 70 countries, and we are expanding and growing.
Fantastic.
It's, of course, premium teas.
Brilliant. Thank you for sharing that, Erica. And we will speak a little bit more about Daman Frères. Maybe Youssef,
Yes.
tell us a little bit. You're the CEO of Joe Drinks Factory, that's correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Tell us more about yourself.
Yeah, actually, first of all, thank you to having us here. Joe Factory is a Saudi brand. We producing non-alcohol drink, and this was like first thing in Middle East, not only Saudi Arabia, to any factory producing non-alcohol drink. So non-alcohol drink is like new ways or new culture we have here. It's new products. Not like famous we have in Saudi Arabia to have any whiskey non-alcohol, something like this. So we came by this idea to be the first one. We made this one, and now we have it.
Oh, great, fantastic. And Paul Malt. So maybe a quick intro about what you're doing.
Thanks a lot for having us. So Malt is a company made in Saudi for Saudi Arabia to do bar consulting, beverage consulting, bespoke recipe development for clients who want to have something different than they can actually create from commercial ingredients. So we go to the different regions, we try to understand the brief from the client to develop something bespoke, and also produce and supply pre-batched, fully compounded cocktails, so they don't have to have the risk of maybe not sufficiently trained staff, for example, to execute exactly what has been developed. So we create it, we develop it, and we also supply it in order to have a consistent experience.
Great. Thank you for introducing your respective field of activities. Now, probably when we speak about this topic, there's the idea of, like, for example, for a brand like Daman Frères with this long-standing heritage. So how do you balance the preservation of that? Because you're doing premium tea, like you said, the traditional tea making methods on the one hand, and innovate on the other hand, especially with the trends you just mentioned, tea-based mocktails. So how do you manage to, to balance?
Well, balancing heritage and innovation is not a problem. It's not an issue. I think it's even more exciting. It's true that we have roots, we have heritage, but what is important for us is to respect quality, the quality of the products, to respect the products and the people, to listen to the market. And the market is really demanding for creativity. So we travel, we see what's the ingredients that we can use, and we do like chefs in gastronomy. We try different things.
Test and learn.
We add aromas and plants, and we mix, and we test a lot, and then we try also to be creative, not only in the way you drink a cup of tea, but also we do work with mixologists. So they create recipes for us, like mocktails. We try to create tea pairing. It's very important with the pastry, with some fine cuisine. And yes, we try to see the tea also as an ingredient for the kitchen, not only a beverage. So we try to, to create a customer experience.
All right, that totally rings a bell to me. I grew up a little bit in the UK, so this speaks a lot to me. Joe Drinks Factory. Yusuf, tell us about innovation. I know that you're very innovative to beverage production. So how are you incorporating all of that, for have like more healthier, non-alcoholic drinks to the preferences of your consumers here into your product development? Probably tell us a bit more about that.
So actually, I will not say we are like a healthy drink, but our recipes, not really, because see, we goes for the low sugar content. We don't have sugar inside the product. Even everything we have
They
low.
love sugar here.
No sugar. No sugar. Why? Because we go for um, real taste. We producing the whiskey is a real whiskey. When I go for alternative thing or we goes for the like fruits or something, no, we go straight forward for the taste. So we do a lot of search with the marketing. We do seeking for all the feedbacks from the people, from the F&B managers, and all the people they have experience, and we provide everything like same. So we can't say it's healthy, but I'm not going for the street non-healthy, but same healthy drinks.
Right.
Really. Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Yusuf. Paul, maybe you could add some more flesh on the bones. I mean,
On
how
the
you
health.
because you are here in Saudi, and how you're doing this to also please to the preference of the taste of the people here.
Yeah, so it is true. The people here are more on the sweet tooth side compared to other regions. I'm from Germany, so we like rather a dry beverage than a sweet one.
It's a nice marriage, huh? Germany and Saudi. I think very.
Inshallah. So we actually like working with ingredients that have a function. Okay, so the health aspect is a thing. So we like looking into medicinal or herbal medicine. Then go to the farms here, discover what people actually use traditionally, and incorporate that in a different way, in a let's say adaptation of a classic mixology drink, like you would, let's say a sour or a spritz or a
Yeah.
Collins or something like that, or a tropical drink. But we incorporate those herbal components to have a function beyond the refreshment, because if you don't have the alcohol, you need some other component. For example, tea. I love working with tea because it's such a beautiful, huge spectrum on flavors and also function. And then also medicinal herbs that are typical here.
And Erica, being present in 70 countries, this is quite challenging. How do you adjust and adapt to the taste and preferences, when you design your products? I'm curious to know
Well,
more.
we get inspired everywhere we go. I mean, each country has treasures, and we ask a lot to the people we meet. What do you like? What do you eat? What do you drink? And we try to make a list of ingredients, and then every year we create new flavors and new blends. And so we try to respect all the new ideas, and we adapt ourselves to each country. So yes, like here we know that they like rose, jasmine, cardamom, spices. So we have blends that have these kind of ingredients as a component. So we always find the right SKU for the right country. It's yeah, we have 400 SKUs, so 400 teas and herbal teas. So we always have a product that is adapted to the country, for sure.
This is a lot of fun. And Yusuf, maybe the market for non-alcoholic beverage is becoming more and more competitive, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, too much.
it's tough to keep up. Huh? How do you stay ahead to be competitive? Maintaining this competitive edge in the Middle Eastern market.
See, this is the point when I told you we are the first one. We are the first one in the Middle East because this range, it goes viral now. All like this marketing, it goes viral, and all the people they asking for alternative alcohol. Now we in Middle East, it's new for them, but still like a big market. And now when we launch our product, the people come shock first and then used to do it. Even when we have experts from outside, like Paul, if I give him my product and tell him, well, you can try it and you can mix it whatever, he already have the nose, how the experience, how they do it. But when we go for the normal people, for the first, our culture, not acceptable. Really, when they saw this is whiskey, how I drink whiskey, we not drink whiskey. But now, after they knows these non-alcohol drinks, and this whiskey, but you can, it's halal, we say it, and you can mix it, you can drink it. Now start to accept a little bit. But it goes very viral and goes very speed. Now, like when we start, we're facing a lot of problem, but now the people used to do it, used to drink it. They're acceptable now.
Right.
Really. Yep.
And Paul, I'm talking about competition in this market, but non-alcoholic beverages also there's a rising demand in other areas of the world, in Europe even.
Yes.
Of course, there's a huge demand, and there's like something called sober curious people.
I know a few of them.
I mean, let's
they're
be
getting
honest.
more and more.
Let's be honest. Anything beyond 2-3 drinks is not beneficial for anyone usually. But you know,
Are
the
you
culture
making
is different.
non-alcoholic beer in Germany?
Of course. So let's say 2 or 3 drinks kind of function of alcohol is what it's making people relaxed. It's a social lubricant. It's kind of engaging with each other. But you can achieve that with other components that are emulating that experience, putting people at ease, for example, certain herbs or giving you energy, for example. So you can work with that perfectly.
And I'm sure premium teas have a great role to play in this market. I mean, there's the market. This trend is growing anyway. So for you, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. And as I said, tea is also an ingredient. You can use it for many non-alcoholic drinks. So we develop a lot of recipes that we provide to our B2B customers, so they can, prepare themselves the recipes that we recommend, or they create some others. But it's true that now it's booming. It's really a trend, and we are trying to be proactive.
All right. One of the themes that came up a lot the past 2 days, of course, is sustainability. It's part of the Vision 2030. So, Youssef, maybe tell us a little bit, how are you tackling these? I mean, the challenges related, or opportunities, some see it as opportunities in sustainability when it comes to production, to sourcing, especially given the demand, of consumers for more environmentally friendly and responsible practices. This is something that you're tackling?
Yes, that's right. And also, this a point, we are in Saudi made. So these Saudi made programs, they help us to having this thing. We help to teach people, guys now in Saudi made. It's meaning we are involving on this demand. We really now we're leading the market toward this with non-alcohol drinks. So we try to keep trendy, we try to keep with all the news, and we try to leading this market. We really do this one now, because we try to teaching people. Now we have new market, new drinks in the market, not going only for the standard drinks or for normal drinks. We can get it from anywhere. Now in this market you have new thing, and you need to know about it.
Right. Yesterday I was having a chat with those who are working in the Alula area, and it was very interesting because for them it's a great example actually. Then when you see they're working with the local producers, locally sourced products, promoting entrepreneurs, with more sustainable practices. It's great. This is something that makes sense.
Yes,
Absolutely. We love working with local ingredients, especially also with local sources of acidity or local source of sweetness, because you don't need to use maple syrup from Canada and Saudi, or agave syrup from Mexico or something. You can work with dates, for example, or the local citrus. You don't need yuzu from Japan.
Well, I'm glad to say that Daman Frères is a sustainable company. We have an audit every year from the government. We changed our status, and we made a specific program that is called Live and Life.
Nice.
So it's all the engagements of the company for environment, for social and economics. And we work directly with the producing countries. We go and look for the best teas. We pay more
for quality, of course. So we create a lot of value. We train the people. We try to transfer all the knowledge we have. Not only we are collaborating with producers and with our clients to really, respect all the chain value. And we are very, very much committed in all the sustainability programs. So we are certified as
This
a
is brilliant.
sustainable company.
Yes, and I was thinking you're also the chairwoman of Alliance 7, right? So how do you see health and wellness, movement impacting the demand for the products? We're talking about teas infusion. How are you adapting to these changes? I'm sure this is a very important topic for you.
It's important, of course, but as a company, Daman Frères, we have more an angle of pleasure. We claim that we bring pleasure to the people, and tea, you have always friends around a cup of tea, so it's very social. We claim that because health, at the end, it depends on many other things. It's not only food, it's your way of life, if you do sports, if you... it's a lot of cumulated parameters. So as a tea company, we prefer to speak about health, about pleasure than health.
Okay.
Even though it's very healthy,
Absolutely.
Of course.
But what about you guys, Yusuf and Paul, health and wellness? I mean, this is integrated. You said a little bit, you shared a little bit about that. Maybe Paul, here, I'll get back to you. Paul, what would you like to add on that when it comes to health?
Especially health and wellness. And also lifestyle of health and sustainability as a whole, we love to engage with, because we have, for example, blends of herbs and teas that have a specific function. Okay, so something to have a good night's sleep, but as a mocktail, or as a I don't even like the word mocktail. It's a cocktail, just without alcohol, with a different functional component. So
maybe we need to find a new wording for.
let's call it mixology.
Mixology as a product or as a mixologist? The whole thing, yeah?
The whole theme is
yeah.
mixology. Because mocktail sounds like it's a joke of a cocktail, but it's not.
No, that's
Unless
right.
Yusuf, you have a better...
No, that's right. Yeah, because I'm a mixologist also, so Paul is mixologist. So we'd like to say mixologist. Yes.
Okay.
You feel like better than this one. Mocktails guy is like something when you make drink or something, we would like to say mixology, because really we invent something. We adapting, yes, we're adapting with any ingredients, and we come with the final result with a new thing. This is the mixologists do. That's it.
And yes.
So it's basically the same approach like a chef would have to their products. It doesn't start behind the bar. The same thing, the cooking doesn't start in the kitchen.
Right.
It starts somewhere in the farm or somewhere where I get my produce from, right? So that's the way we see it, that you actually create something from scratch rather than just combining ready-made components to something,
Right. I had this conversation yesterday. I had a couple of very renowned chefs here on the set, and we were having this conversation around, the overload of information that we can find when it comes to food, culinary excellence, to mixology, and to everything, literally. And there are lots of hype, lots of trends, a lot of things going on. But you guys are professionals, and you're working like in a very high-end product. You're working in this industry. How do you see it? What is your vision? How do you perceive it? It's.
I can go ball for it. No, it's okay.
So, let's say thanks to Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat, everything kind of looks the same these days, but it's not the same inside. Obviously not. So, I prefer following. How shall I say? Form follows flavor, follows function in my approach. So I don't want to start with the form, how something looks, unless I have some inner values to contribute to it, and then based on that we build the flavor and the shape of it, not the other way around.
It's a tool, though. Obviously, everybody can use it, but then, I mean, you guys are experts, and there's not like this. You don't feel this urge of educating people about products, about ingredients, because there's too many things that you don't understand at the end of the day what you're looking at.
Yes.
When you work we work as Daman in the B2B and the B2C, but we really need to train our B2B clients, and they are really asking for us to. So we have a tea academy that helps people to understand better the products. That's the base, I mean the ABC, making the difference between a green tea, a white tea, a oolong, and so on. So we really offer that as a service to train them, to explain them. We also created a special app, B2B app for the distributors and the clients. So they always have Daman in their pockets and they can have e-learning. Because sometimes you have a hotel or a restaurant asking a specific question, and so they have always the information in their pocket.
Handy.
So we try to help them like that also, and we do trainings. Of course, we have one person dedicated to training, because it's true. You have a lot of trends, a lot of people are getting experts, and they are asking for more and more. So it's a good thing to be more informed, but you need to clarify and bring a service to your B2B clients.
Right.
Like
Because
they all want to do afternoon teas, but they don't know how to start, how to do the pairing with tea and a cake or a sandwich or so. They are asking for examples of what we do around the world, and
Nice.
we do that. We do that.
Yusuf, you wanted to add something there?
No, just like Paul said, we go for the, we have standard thing we start with. Like we have rules. We go by the rules and then we innovated something more. We're not saying like Paul said, as we go for Instagram or something, we saw any post or videos and we try to do like this. No, we have rules and we have basics we start with, and then we adapt it, and then we envision something new. So you can like give us any ingredients and say, how can I get, or just give me new thing from these ingredients. We're not starting to mix anything to write to anything. We turn back to the basics, and we came with upgrading with something with this one. So these are rules we have, and this is sensory testing we have. We based on standards, and then we goes for anything.
All right. Maybe one round of final question. We have 2-3 minutes left. So related to what you were saying, so how do you differentiate, in this very, of course, you're a famous brand, and some people are knowledgeable, but at the end of the day, keeping up at this fast evolving pace, educating the consumers, it takes a lot of time and energy. So differentiation is key. So this must be challenging even for fine products.
Absolutely. It's very difficult to distinguish between the good stuff, the quality stuff, and the stuff that just tries to look like the quality stuff. But at the end, once you try it, you'll understand. Because I can use one ingredient in so many different ways. Just a simple lemon, a humble lemon. I can just use the juice, or I can use the zest and the juice and the pith, etc. And I will have a different flavor profile. And educating people in that direction is usually kind of tedious and oftentimes unnecessary. So it's in many cases it's easier to compound a complex product and give them something they can work with, and just educate them about its quality, rather than going back to the basics and trying to make a chef out of a bartender.
Yeah, smart. Erica?
Yeah, how we are different. We are different because we are an authentic brand. I mean, and we have so much knowledge that we do everything by ourselves. As I said, it's very important for us.
It's a great asset.
It's to go to the producing countries and to import and to do everything ourselves. And we are not so many companies doing that job. So it's one thing that really brings an extra value, and also being engaged with a sustainable attitude practices is also a very important way, in our opinion. It's our values. So it's more than a product. It's values and the people who are working in the company. That's
brilliant.
That makes the difference.
Yusuf, I think you have the final word.
No, thank you. But my final word is we will have something new in the future. We will do new thing in this market, inshallah.
Inshallah. And we shall end like this. Thank you so much. It was great having this conversation.
Thank
Come
you.
on, some applause for our guest, and I wish you all the best.